Hello, this is Dion Powell here with
Betsy
Clarke.
Betsy Clarke.
And we're here representing East County Muscle. I'm interviewing Betsy. Betsy is a longtime competitor, local. She's been living in our area for...
I think it's been 3 years now.
3 years. So,
yeah.
and so I met Betsy actually at In Shape in Antioch, and hi-bye, but she recently participated in our novice. She was an awards presenter, and I decided to do this, interview with Betsy today to kind of, give you a little insight on what East County Muscle is about, and also highlight one of our local athletes. So, with that said, we'll begin. I'll ask her a few questions and let Betsy answer. So, Betsy, how long have you lived in the area again?
I've been here about 3 years.
Relocated from where?
Relocated from Yuba City, originally from Pennsylvania. I grew up in Pennsylvania. And then I went in the Air Force, and then I was in Germany for 2 years, and I got stationed at Beale for 2 years. And that's where I first got into bodybuilding, figure competitions. I was going to the gym on base, and they had a flyer for a local bodybuilding competition. So I saw that, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try that. I think, I might have the physique for it. So I just kind of winged it. I'd never even seen a bodybuilding competition really before. So that was a good experience. It was just a nice small show, kind of like the novice, and a good place to start, and just went from there.
Right on. So, and like I said, we all have to have, some place to start. And that's what the novice is all about, giving, local athletes the opportunity to, showcase their hard work that they, and the time and effort they put in at the gym, and hopefully, if they like how they completed the event, they may take it to the next level and compete in like NPC shows.
Yeah, because the big shows are so overwhelming if you've never competed before. It's just, you get lost in the crowd, and it's just...
Yeah, it's almost
really
like a cattle run.
Yeah, so it's good to start in a nice local small show like the novice.
I agree. So Betsy, what was your inspiration into getting into competition?
I was always athletic. I was competitive in gymnastics when I was really young, actually kind of training for the Olympics. And then I got out of gymnastics beginning of high school. And then I played field hockey, track, cheerleading. Then I went on to college. I went to Penn State, and I played rugby and field hockey there.
Really?
Just did a bunch of different. And then I met a friend who was into distance running, so then I started distance running, and I did the New York City Marathon.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then a lot of 5K, 10K races, some sprint triathlons. I tried those. I tried it all.
So you were just
I love just being athletic. And
so what made you, or when did you decide you wanted to start focusing on, building the best physique that you could possibly, fashion?
Well, and then so before I entered the bodybuilding competition, I was kind of lifting weights, but it was more cardio, and just kind of went through the motions with lifting weights, and something kind of clicked, and I was like, I wonder what if I just start lifting, seeing how heavy I can lift, and just lifting really heavy. And I started doing that, and I saw changes in my body right away, so I was hooked. As soon as I saw those changes, I started seeing some muscles, and I was like, hey, I'm just going to keep going with this, and I just kept lifting real heavy, and just went from there, yeah.
And what do you say to, because I know, like myself, I lift in order to get muscles, but, that doesn't always equate to, building muscle. But some women, they feel like, oh, I don't want to look like a man.
Yeah.
How do you address a question like if a lady says to you, you're not afraid of looking like a man? Me personally, I think Betsy has some sexy muscles.
Thanks.
But,
yeah, it's really hard to build muscle, and it takes many, many, many years. And even then, you're not going to get crazy, manly, muscular. You'll get some muscle, but it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and lifting every day and for many years. So, to do it
So
for
just
a
by
while.
touching the weight, you're not going to like also look like the governor
and you can
Arnold
really
Schwarzenegger.
push yourself and lift heavy weights and you're not going to look like a man.
So that goes out to you ladies
Yeah,
out there
talking
who are
to you.
afraid to touch weights and you just want to do Zumba and,
the
and
cardio
cardio
won't
stuff.
get you the body you want.
You want to get that lean,
Yeah.
sleek look. You have to lift weights.
Yeah, and cardio is important.
Cardio's important.
You need
no?
both. You need
Yeah,
both.
you need a balance.
Balance, yeah.
And that's the key. Balance. You need nutrition, you need cardio, and you need the weights.
Yep.
So
you need a good coach like Dion.
And you need a coach like me. No, I'm just kidding. But what competition have you competed in?
I started competing a year after my son was born, so it was the end of 2006. And I've kind of competed maybe once a year since then, maybe a couple times, twice a year. But
that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I did some natural shows. I did some, the Sacramento, the San Jose. I did the Tahoe show 2 years. And I started in figure. I competed solely in figure, and then I wanted to transition to women's physique. So a couple shows I did figure and physique, trying to see which I fit into.
And now women's physique is kind of a new category, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of, it's a mixture of figure, which is, can you give us a pose, a figure pose?
Figure pose? I don't know. It's more just, posing and turning, where the physique, you actually do a routine, and it's more like the bodybuilding poses.
So therefore, it's more engaging as far as...
you have a little more muscle in the physique.
You're not downgraded for having more muscular tone, whereas in figure, I think, it's a step above bikini, because bikini, they just want more like lean, sleek look.
Yeah.
Although I'm starting to see a little more muscular ladies in the bikini area as well. But
everyone's kind of stepping up the muscle.
Yeah. So you just got to find out where you fit in the category based on your body type.
Yeah.
And
where your interest lies. Some people don't want to have to deal with the routine, so they just rather stick to figure. Some people like the bikini. And it depends what your body is more suited toward. So you also need a coach to kind of tell you which direction to go into.
I know me personally, I mean, if I'm putting all that time in the gym, I'd rather do more than just stand and do a couple of turns. I want the opportunity. I want the opportunity to showcase my physique and like how it looks in different, positions or forms or what have you. But definitely, competitive physique, bodybuilding, bikini, figure, those things are here to stay. I think as we go on, it becomes a fountain of youth for us older people. I mean,
definitely.
I'm in my 40s now,
and me too.
And I plan on doing this until I'm in my 70s, 80s.
Me too.
I don't know about hundreds, but anyway. Betsy, thank you for the interview, and keep your eye out for Betsy. She trains at Diamond Hills, right?
Still go in shape occasionally.
In shape occasionally. So, we do this to inspire local athletes to get more involved, and don't be afraid to step on the stage. That's why the novice is here.
Yep.
And this is Dion Powell with Betsy Clarke, signing off.